What are we saying, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about vision boards, but not just vision boards. Specifically, I'm going to talk you through 5 reasons why your vision board is not working. This is coming from someone that has made vision board after vision board for years and they just were not working. But in 2023, I actually nailed it, and I found a combination of things that my vision board needs to reflect for it to actually be effective and work. I've seen so many people on TikTok make vision boards, and there are just so many reasons why I can just tell in advance why that vision board is not going to work. So I'm going to talk you through them so that you know how to do it right. Here we go, and let's roll the intro. Right? Subscribe! I love you guys. Number 1, your pictures are too small and your quotes are too long. The idea of a vision board is that you can look at it frequently and easily and get a visual reminder of your goal and what you're working towards. If you make your photos too small and your vision board just overloaded with images, it's going to make it so much harder to glance at your vision board and be reminded of your manifestations. You're making it harder for yourself when you don't need to. If you're being smart about where you're putting your vision board, let's say you're making it your phone wallpaper, your laptop wallpaper, you're putting it on a wall in your room somewhere where you're going to see it frequently, that's great. But it's still not going to be effective if your images are not bold and to the point. Your second reason why it's not working is your quotes and your images are not intentional enough. If you add filler images to your vision board, which are just kind of aesthetic but don't directly relate to something that you're trying to focus on, it's only going to clutter up your vision board and take your focus away from the important intentional images that you've included. You're playing yourself. You are playing yourself when you do that. If they're aesthetic and they have significance, go ahead, keep going, this point does not apply. But it's the ones that don't have a strong significance to you and what you are trying to manifest. The third reason why your vision board is not working is that you are not personalizing your images enough. You need to be putting yourself in the image. If you know how to use simple editing apps, nothing too crazy, edit your images to be more personalized. For example, if you're trying to welcome like financial abundance in your new year, take a screenshot of like your transactions in your mobile banking app or your online banking or whatever, so it's your actual bank account. Under the transaction section where you see paid in, add where you want your money to be coming from, name it something, put in the figure. Put in the figure so you can directly see that money in your account. Take a driving test certificate and edit your name on it. Make it look how it will when it happens to you so that it feels as real as possible. The fourth reason is you are not making it big enough. When it's bigger, it's easier to see from a distance, right? It's simple, which means you're actually likely to look at it more often. And the more often you look at it, the more effective your manifesting will be, because you are re-manifesting it, you are cultivating that feeling within you, you're bringing it into your present moment more and more often. For example, let's say you make it A4 size. If you print it and you put it up on the wall by your desk, you probably will not be able to see it from the far other side of your room. Let's say where your bed is. Maybe you can't specifically see the images that are on your vision board. That means that even if your glance goes towards where your vision board is, if you are sitting on your bed, you will not be able to look at your vision board and get those visual reminders that you've worked so hard to give yourself. If you make it an A1 size and you position it strategically on a wall where you will be able to see it from all corners of your room or everywhere you most likely are in your room, doesn't even need to be in your room. Anywhere where you feel like it is a place that you will often glance at, think about it. Think about where you spend most of your time. Where will your eye line often fall? That is where you want your vision board. Even if you say to yourself, I'm going to be intentionally looking at my vision board when I wake up every morning or when I go to bed every night, fine, that's great. But do you know how much more often you will accidentally look at your vision board and be reminded if you place it somewhere strategically. Looking at your vision board in a planned way is great, 100%, keep doing that. But don't underestimate how effective it can be when you accidentally come across it over the course of your day. And finally, number 5, the 5th reason why your vision board is not working is because you do not know specifically what you want. If you don't know in detail what you want, how can you ask for it? And therefore, how can your vision board be effective? Making the vision board is step 2. Step 1 is making sure that it is aligned with your goals and it is intentional. So the first step is to make a list of everything you want. What you want to own, what you want to achieve, where you want to go, who you want to be, what kind of relationship you want, everything. Once you have a detailed, specific list, find or create images that directly associate in your mind to those points you've written. And the key is these images need to relate to what you've written down in your own mind. Images that make you feel something. So they shouldn't be what you think the right image is. There is no definition for what the right image is to reflect on a certain point that you're trying to manifest. No one around you needs to understand your vision board. It's about what you understand. If there is something totally random that makes you think of that point you've written down, that image should be on your vision board. We are in a society now where everything is very aesthetic motivated. You know, you see loads of videos on TikTok of people making very aesthetic videos of the process of them creating their vision board, and that's great, and it's so great to romanticize that, but you don't want to get lost in the aesthetics of it and then be compromising on how intentional your vision board is. It doesn't need to look pretty, it needs to serve a purpose, and that purpose is it needs to evoke a feeling in you, it needs to resonate with you, it needs to hold meaning. It doesn't just need to look aesthetically nice. So make sure you have your priorities right when you're creating that vision board. Right guys, that is the end of this video. I really hope that helped. I try to make these points that aren't so obvious, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you took some value from it. I love you so much. Happy New Year. I hope this year brings you everything you could ever wish for and more. I love you so much. Stay safe, stay smiling, stay positive, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys.